Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tutorials, and in this video we're going to start looping over that data that we received from our Mongo database and actually start to output our resolutions. So let's get going on that right now. Okay, so in the last video we left off with being able to have our things in their own components, and it's looking really nice so far. We're essentially just having an unordered list, but we only have one resolution despite having access to all of the resolutions with this.resolutions. So let's talk about how we can loop over this array of objects and actually display our resolutions. So this is going to be fun because it's a little bit different. I mean, if you've used something like Angular, you have the ng repeat. If you've used something like Blaze, we have the each. Any other sort of handlebars or JavaScript templating language, even going into PHP-based templating languages like Twig or something, they all have these like each or for loops. Well, React doesn't have something specifically for that. So what we actually use is a standard JavaScript map. Now, this is going to be where you actually see what the brackets are good for. Okay, so let's add some brackets here. Now, what we want to actually loop over, as you could probably guess, is this.resolutions and as a function. So this.resolutions, let's actually go ahead and get rid of this res variable. We won't be using that anymore. Okay, so this.resolutions is what we're going to be looping over. So now we can use map. So by saying .map, in this case we're going to have parentheses, and inside of map we really just want a function that passes in the variable that is going to be used to iterate each one of these. So we have resolutions. If we map over this, we would like each one to be referred to as a single resolution. And to do that, we need a function in here, but we can use the ES6 arrow function to say resolution, and then we're going to have an arrow here. So as you can see, we have parentheses, resolution, equals, greater than, then we need some brackets. So this is pretty fun here. We have bracket, parenthesis, bracket to close it off. And this seems totally weird, but I can assure you this is a nice simple way to do this. And the best part is it's using essentially vanilla JavaScript here, so we don't have to learn like an ngIf, we don't have to learn an each, we don't have to learn something new that's not going to be transferable to other walks of life. We can now use the map here, and map is going to take us through each of these resolutions and then have access to them as resolution. Now inside of here, we simply just need to return, because this is a function, we need to return this component. So let's cut that component out, put it right here in the return, and now we want each resolution to be passed in to the prop of resolution. So what's going to happen here is it's going to map over every single one of these resolutions, which there are 5 of right now. It's going to take that entire object as resolution, and it's going to put it into resolution single as the prop of resolution. So now when we head back to our site, what we should see is every single one of our resolutions. Okay, so even the one without a name here, that just says false. So I do handstands, dance in my office, finish React Native, finish React Meteor, let's say record web dev q and a number 2, and then I can hit enter. And as you can see, instantly without doing anything, it adds it to this list. Now this is brilliant because it's already connected to our database. It's saving all this stuff in our database. It's updating our UI without us having to even write any methods, API, or anything like that yet. Obviously, like I said, we still have these prototyping packages, so it's going to get a little bit more complex. But in reality, this Meteor system is so easy to get going with and so easy to just really build something really complex so quickly. I just absolutely love working in Meteor, especially with Meteor and React, to be honest. So we have this form now. Anytime we add anything new, hello, instantly added, instantly put on our list. Perfect. Although if you head over to our console, you'll see we're getting a warning here. Each child in an array should have a unique indicator that should be its key. Now, this is an annoying thing, however, we have to do this. So let's actually head back to our code here, and on our individual resolution, what it's saying is if you're iterating over data like this, we need to give each one of these items a unique ID as a key. So the key is now going to be equal to some unique value. Now the cool part about all of this is that the MongoDB collection actually gives us an ID. Now that ID is completely unique, so we can say inside of this key resolution._ID. It's underscore ID because that's how it's saved in the database. If we were to head to our site and do Control M, click on a resolution, you can see that it's underscore ID. And you can see immediately without refreshing or anything, that error has gone away. Now, one more thing I want to do is let's add a class to this unordered list here. This unordered list can just now have a class of, it should be resolution. So let me say class name is equal to resolutions. Okay. And looks like I missed the quotes on that one for some reason. Perfect. Okay. And check it out. All right, these are huge now. It's only because I have my screen size bumped up. Let me bump this down. Cool. So we now have all of our resolutions being listed out. Now in the next video, we are going to take a little bit deeper dive into some of the Meteor core functionality that we need to learn about. For instance, we have these prototyping packages in here such as autopublish and insecure, which are going to be a bad experience if you push your site to live production with these packages in, for various security reasons, which I'll go over in those videos in particular. Either way, what we want is we want our websites to be nice and secure, but we still want them to be easy to build. Luckily, Meteor makes it really nice by offering Meteor methods. So as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tutorials. If you want to help support these free videos, head to store.leveluptutorials.com and become a Level Up Pro to watch the rest of the series streaming before it's available on YouTube, or you can purchase the entire thing for download with extra content, extra videos, and extra code. Check out the product page for more information. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.